The Mercedes-AMG ONE, R50, previously known as Project One, is a limited production plug-in hybrid sports car manufactured by Mercedes-AMG, featuring Formula One-derived technology.It, was unveiled at the 2017 International Motor Show Germany by Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 driver Lewis Hamilton and head of Mercedes-Benz Dieter Zetsche. On June 1, 2022, Mercedes-AMG revealed the production version of the AMG ONE. Production of the car began in August 2022. Currently, the car is the cover car for Forza Horizon 5. Development. AMG unveiled the concept version of the One, called the Project One, with nearly identical specifications to the production version. The production One will be evaluated on their performance, durability, and ability in Mercedes-Benz proving grounds and on racing circuits. The head of Mercedes-AMG, Tobias Moers, states that when the time is right, Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team driver and seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who has worked on the development of the car, tested the prototypes. Production. The production version of the AMG ONE unveiled on June 1, 2022. Production is expected to begin in late 2022 and planned to be 275 units at a price of $2.72 million per unit, all of which have been already sold. Mercedes-AMG received orders more than 4 times of the production number, but have stated that production will not be increased from the planned 275 units, in order to maintain the exclusivity of the car. Production of the car began in August 2022, all 275 cars to be hand-built by Mercedes-AMG, with deliveries to begin in late 2022. The first car was delivered on January 16, 2023, which had an exclusive paint job inspired by the livery of Mercedes-AMG F1 W12E Performance. Seven-time Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton purchased 2 AMG ONEs, of which one is to be gifted to his father Anthony. Other owners of the AMG ONE include former Formula One driver David Coulthard, 2016 Formula One world champion Nico Rosberg, real estate mogul Manny Koshbin, former tennis player Ion Tiriac and actor Mark Wahlberg. Specifications. Exterior features. The exterior of the car is designed primarily for aerodynamics. Notable aerodynamic features includes the movable slats which were specifically developed for the front wheelhouses, 2-part extendable rear wing with DRS system and active flaps on the front diffuser which were adjustable to suit the driver's chosen driving program. Additionally, the large front air inlets, the roof-mounted air intake, the large aerodynamic fin extending down the back half of the car and aerodynamically optimized wheels helps the car to generate more downforce for carry maximum speed at high-speed corners. Powertrain. The powertrain of the Mercedes-AMG ONE is rated at 782 kilowatts, 1063 PS, 1049 horsepower, through a hybrid drivetrain that shares many features with modern Formula One cars. The car has 5 motors with different functions on board, 1 internal combustion engine (ICE) and 4 electric motors. Internal combustion engine. The Mercedes-AMG F1 W06 Hybrid, being driven by Lewis Hamilton in 2015. A car on which the engine and design of the One is based. The Mercedes-AMG ONE utilizes a modified Mercedes-Benz PU106B hybrid engine, a 1.6-liter turbocharged 90-degree V6 engine from the Mercedes-AMG F1 W06 Formula One car, as confirmed by Mercedes-AMG board member Ola Kalenius. Modifications are done to the engine due to the engine's illegality in RPM idle and redline. The head of Mercedes-AMG, Tobias Moers, states that the engine will be at 1,280 RPM when idle, and at 11,000 RPM when at its redline limit. However, the engine will only last for 50,000 kilometers, 31,000 miles, and the owners will have to return their cars for engine refurbishment. The ICE produces 422 kilowatts, 574 PS, 566 horsepower, with torque figures unknown because of the complex drivetrain. The top speed of this car is 219 miles per hour, 352 kilometers per hour. Electric motors. The internal combustion engine works in conjunction with 4 electric motors, a 120 kilowatts, 163 PS, 161 horsepower, motor generator unit kinetic, MGUK, coupled to the crankshaft, a 90 kilowatts, 122 PS, 121 horsepower, motor generator unit heat, MGUH, coupled to the turbocharger, and 2 120 kilowatts, 163 PS, 161 horsepower, electric motors at the front axle. The MGUK and MGUH are Formula One style motors responsible for recovering energy and improving efficiency during operation of the car. More specifically, the MGUK serves to generate electricity during braking, while the MGUH serves to eliminate turbocharger lag, improve throttle response by keeping the turbine spinning at high speeds, and to recover wasted energy from the exhaust. The final 2 electric motors drive the front wheels to allow for an all-wheel drive drivetrain, and the sum of these 4 electric motors contribute 360 kilowatts, 489 PS, 483 horsepower, effective power to the total power output figure of the one. Transmission. The transmission is a 7-speed single-clutch automated manual transmission with 4-disc carbon racing clutch, similar to the type of transmission used in modern Formula One cars, and delivers the bulk of the engine power and torque to the rear wheels. The use of a single clutch over a dual-clutch transmission was due to AMG's engineers wanting to keep the car light and due to concerns over the dual clutch's ability to handle the high-revving V6 ICE. Suspension and wheels. The One features a 5-link aluminum coilover suspension setup with 2 transverse adjustable pushrod spring struts with adaptive damping adjustment, while in the rear axle links are shaped for better aerodynamics. The car also features the hydraulic AMG carbon fiber ceramic high-performance composite brake system, with 398 by 38 mm front composite brake discs, ventilated with 6-piston aluminum fixed calipers. 380 by 34 mm rear composite brake discs, ventilated with 4-piston aluminum fixed calipers. Additionally, electric parking brake, ABS, brake assist and 3-stage ESP were also offered for the car. The One also has unique 10-spoke forged aluminum alloy and NACA carbon fiber openings for brake cooling and increased downforce. Also, with diameters of 19 inches at the front and 20 inches at the rear with centerlock wheel nuts. The tires are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 rupees with codes of 285/35ZR19 for the front and 335/30ZR20 for the rear. The brakes are ventilated carbon ceramic discs. Interior features. Interior. The interior is mostly minimalist and driver-focused, continuing the Formula One theme of the One. This includes AMG Motorsport bucket seats, integrated into the carbon monocoque, a Formula One-style steering wheel with knobs for driving programs including drag reduction system, DRS, and pedals, and a driver-oriented central infotainment screen. There are some traditional luxury features in the interior, notably Nappa leather and hand stitching on the bucket seats. Chassis. F1-inspired exhaust pipes. The body is made entirely of carbon fiber in line with its F1 counterpart, resulting in a final curb weight of 1,695 kilograms, 3,737 pounds. The car also features the Formula One-inspired exhaust tailpipe with its large round outlet and two other smaller outlets. Performance. The Mercedes-AMG ONE on Strat 2 mode. The One has 6 different drive modes. Starting with Race Safe mode, which features a hybrid driving mode with all-electric startup. The ICE switched on only when a higher power is required. The Race mode is also a hybrid driving mode with a special charging strategy. Also, with a continuous combustion engine run and battery charging. The EV mode is an all-electric driving mode. Race Plus mode features active aerodynamics, front diffuser flaps folds up to shape, rear wing is fully extended, louvers, front fender vents, open up, lower the car by 37 mm in front and 30 mm in rear, chassis tuning and special performance management. Strat 2 mode, which features all Race Plus changes, additionally with firmer suspension tuning and full electric power from all-electric motors. This is a similar driving mode for those were in use in Formula One cars during qualifying sessions. The individual mode allows the driver to set the car settings as per their personal preferences. In Race Plus and Strat 2 modes, the total vehicle downforce increases by up to 5 times when compared to other drive modes. Also, the One features Formula One's drag reduction system, DRS, reducing the vehicle's overall downforce by 20% from lowering the rear wing flaps and closing the front louvers to increase straight-line speed. DRS can be turned off by manually and automatically from applying brakes. Official standstill acceleration times by manufacturer. Top speed, 352 km per hour, 219 miles per hour. 0 to 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, 2.9 seconds. 0 to 200 km per hour, 124 miles per hour, 7.0 seconds. 0 to 300 km per hour, 186 miles per hour, 15.6 seconds. Lap records. In November 2022, the AMG ONE set a lap time of 6 minutes and 35.183 seconds minutes at the Nürburgring Nordschleife 12.944 mile, 20.832 kilometers course. Driven by Mauro Engel, it became the fastest road-legal production car around the track, beating the previous record by over 13 seconds, which was held by the Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. Engel revealed, the track wasn't in ideal conditions while the lap was done, claimed some parts of the track were still on damp conditions and he had to lift the throttle at those particular corners. Mercedes-AMG claimed the car could have easily done a sub-6 30-minute lap time if the track was in ideal conditions. Following the Nürburgring Nordschleife lap record, Mercedes-AMG revealed the AMG ONE to have set new lap records around the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit, Hockenheimring, and Red Bull Ring, setting lap times of 1 minute and 56.096 seconds minutes, 1 minute and 38.563 seconds minutes, and 1 minute and 26.846 seconds minutes respectively. In April 2023, AMG claimed another production car lap record with a time of 1 minute and 43.902 seconds minutes around the Monza circuit.